Hey guys, welcome once again to another episode of the Catholic Pastor Reacts. I'm Steven and I'm your Catholic pastor, resident Catholic pastor here. And of course, we are gonna react to the Chosen series. And for today, we are gonna have season two's episode 7, the penultimate episode, because I don't know, the next episode is gonna be the last for this season. And I'm really pretty excited about this one because if you notice, if you go to the Chosen app, the cover art is that Jesus is like flanked by Roman soldiers. And it's interesting. I don't know which part of the Bible or episode this is gonna be touching on. But yeah, I'm excited, and this is what I like about the Chosen series is because sometimes they take too long. They're doing it really fast compared to other ones, but for us who are so excited, it seems like too long, right, to wait. So sometimes it's too long, or like several weeks, and then after that, the span of like 2-3 days, they're gonna release another one. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe to this channel if you want to have more of these reactions and other stuff. Of course, I do vlogs and whatever. But yeah, if you you want to see reactions to the Chosen and other stuff, please do subscribe and click the notification bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I upload my new videos. And again, welcome to this space where I am able to give my perspective as a Catholic pastor. I'm a lay person and I'm preaching in one of the communities of the Catholic Church here in the Philippines. And welcome. If you like what you're seeing, I hope you do leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this episode. If you haven't seen the previous episode, please also check that out, episode number 6. So there. As a side note, please forgive me throughout the duration of the reaction video if I babble over a scene. I might forget my thoughts and they come as I watch it. But yeah, I hope that you forgive me. Just forgive me because I may be interrupting what you're watching. But please, I hope that you watch the episodes before my reaction, or if you want, just watch my reaction first before the episode. But anyway, I hope that you just forgive me if ever I babble over the scenes that I'm watching. I'm just gonna record from my iPad. Microphone is on. So are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do this. Start recording. And yep. And 1, 2, 3, play. All right. Loaves and fish. It's gonna be it's gonna be humid here, so I'm gonna be, what's that? Jesus and I software questioning. Is it in Aramaic? Yeah, I think it's Aramaic. Cohortes Orban. So I think while they're talking there, I'm sure what they're gonna talk about is very important, but I think this is gonna be an action-packed episode just by how they set the tone. It's about Jesus of Nazareth. I'm excited. Ooh. What's this? Galilee? Lake of Galilee? Alright. Ooh, the 2 sets of brothers. Ooh. Wow, goosebumps again. I think they are preparing for the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus knows. My gosh, Mary's there. Mary is part of the preparation. It's part of the organization. I love it. If you're Catholic, this is really speaking lots to you, right? Yeah, this is really plausible that Jesus planned with the team. That is what a great leader is, right? Great leaders plan with a team. And again, he's prepping them up. He's telling them why. It's all about the why. So he's giving them vision about what is supposed to happen. What is he planning to happen? See their culture. They see women as worthless, like literally worthless. Like their level or the same level with animals, especially with animals, women, and Gentiles. That's how these Israelites thought of women. I don't know much about now, but before, this was how their culture is. So whenever we read the Bible, we should always know the context behind what we're reading and why they do what they do, because they have a certain culture. And not just a culture, it was a culture 2,000 plus years ago, right? So they're arguing now. I'm sorry I'm babbling over them, but yeah. Peter is getting softer with Matthew. So what's good about The Chosen, like this particular scene, is that of course we have the Bible and we should believe in the Bible, but this kind of series and others as well can give a little bit of context about about the backdrop of the Bible episodes that we read, right? When we study the Bible, when we reflect on the Bible. This is very important when you're reading and meditating on the Bible. You really need to know the context behind the author writing it, the intent of the author. Yeah. Because you see, this scene and all the other ones that are not in the Bible, this adds to, you know, a complete picture historically, maybe, I mean, possibly, but they're plotting, and then the Pharisees and the priests, you know, they also have a relationship with the Romans and also of their own people, and all of these things were just in motion, right? And like affecting everything in the time of Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what that man's role is in the future episodes or seasons, but at least he's interested and he saw Jesus do those things. A little bit of ideas of the followers of Jesus. Very, very good presentation. I understand Andrew's concern and frustration in this. Can you see the contrast now? Before, Andrew was the one who's calm and, you know, optimistic, and now it's the opposite. If you know Jesus, Jesus knows about this conversation. I mean, you just want to put yourself in the shoes of the apostles during this time. I mean, not all of them are, I mean, Mary, his mother, not even her, may have grasped the truth or the reality that he's the Son of God. I believe that they believe that, but with their eyes, they can only see a 30-plus-year-old man, a rabbi, like themselves, in this very tumultuous time of history for the Israelites, right?
Jesus of Nazareth were sought for questioning
See?
by a Roman authority.
And the risks are real. We're real. See? And yet, they will do their best
and step back 10 cubits. I will.
to trust him. See? Because a good son knows that his mother or father will be very concerned about them, right? About him or her. A good child. Look who are flanking Jesus. James and John. James and John, the sons of thunder. And if you remember in the Bible, their mother asked Jesus to let them sit either in his right or in his left. See? Wow, I got that detail. Just imagine, like, during that time.
Doing well. He's back at the camp.
Just imagine, you know, of course, they read that the Messiah is gonna be here, and they believe that he's the Messiah. But you know, they see, I mean, at least in this episode, they see the Messiah. Oh my gosh, Mama Mary. Oh my Lord. Oh, the way she felt it in her gut. That would be, you know, gut-wrenching to see your son or your child being arrested. It happens in a family. You know, blaming is such a a part of a dynamics of a family or a group when something bad happens. You blame other people. And again, the context here is they just met Jesus for for a few months down the road, maybe weeks or months, and then they are leaving their families, their livelihood for the Messiah that they believe in, and then these things happen. So the risks were really real, and I love it that they presented this as early as now. Yeah, I know you're watching and I'm watching, but I like it that they're showing also the side of the Pharisees and priests. I love it. Previous episodes, I believe that during that time they were really just they were priests and they had jobs. Pharisees, they had beliefs and cultures. Can I just pause, please? Can I just pause? I'm gonna pause it. Okay, so here's the thing. What they're presenting here is very amazing and it's very brilliant. Again, all of us, you and I, we, especially when we have this conversion experience and then we're following Christ, we, of course, because we're humans, we have brains, right? We think and we plan about God's work, because we want to work for God. But at the end of the day, it's still really God or Jesus who calls the shots, who should call the shots, right? But I'm not trying to fault you and I for trying to, like them, they're trying to interpret his words, because you do that, we do that, right? When we pray, when we meditate, we also hear in our hearts the words of God in the scriptures, and then we interpret them according to our status, according to our state of life, according to our culture, our family background, our career or business. So that's what happened here. And I love that the Chosen series, my gosh, I'm even becoming emotional here, because I hope that if you are like this, if you are frustrated because God is allowing something like here, Jesus allowed himself to be arrested, and they don't want that, right? Again, it's the trust, the full trust that we all should have. And I know it's hard. It's hard for me and it's hard for you. But one important thing that I want to highlight in this episode and this scene is that they lived in community. Right? That's very specific for me, and it's very important because I am in a community, like we are in a family, but I belong to a bigger community here in the Philippines. And yeah, because your interpretation of God's word is your interpretation, your private interpretation, right? And that's your own interpretation. Other people have different interpretations. And when you come together as a community, you can discuss that. You can discuss that and work together. Like, for example, let me give as an example, like we have a community, and just for example, we plan to have an event for God's glory, an event here in the Philippines, online event for God's glory. And some people want it, some people don't, some people have qualms, some people have hesitation, some people are very excited like myself. But when we come together, we listen. We listen to the opinions, to the sides, and then our head servant decides which path to go and to take, right? So if you do not belong to a community, please look for a community in your church, in your parish, or in your church group. Just belong to a community. Just be part of a community and listen to other people, share lives with each other. And I love it because even if they're quarreling, at the end of the day, especially if you've been in a community as well, you may quarrel, you may not have the same opinions, right? You have different opinions, but at the end of the day, you're serving the same Lord. And whatever path you take, it's the leader's prerogative, because he also is, being blessed by God with leadership. There, wanted to say that. Next. John was a bit disrespectful there. John, who we know as a beloved disciple. So, Hey, by the way, I belong to the Feast, a community here in the Philippines, actually in all over the world. If you're watching this and you don't have community yet, please go to Facebook and just, or go online and just search the Feast. Or if not, you can go to Facebook because we are all over the world, in the United States, in other parts of the world, other parts of other continents, and we have a small group there. And if you want to belong, we welcome you. And whether you're not from the Philippines, you can do that. Especially if you're from the Philippines, you can, because our base is here, right? But if you're not, then, or any one of you, you can contact us, and you might want to plug in to a feast so that you'll start your journey in being in a community. So we welcome you there.
It was faith.
Because Jesus was arrested. If you were healed of something, wouldn't you also? You won't remain silent, right? No, it's Jesus. We should listen to this. I should stop babbling. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, the Son of God speaking to a Roman woman.
Jesus.
Arrogant?
Have you ever visited the Far East? Jesus. I've received visitors from there, but never been.
Three kings, the three magi. Magi.
Raw.
Oh my gosh, wait. I need to comment on this. Okay, please let me comment. I've always wondered, like today in our present time, I've always wondered what happened to the people and their families who were the people who were healed by God, by Jesus during his time. Like this man here was paralyzed. I'm sure in his circle, I mean, I'd like to think that his family would be passing on the information, right, from generations to generation. Where are they now? Where are they now? That's my first question. If you know, please comment below. But here, I love it because when we read the Bible, these scenes are not spoken of, right? Because of course the essentials. But I'm sure this also happened. It's not even plausible. I'm sure that these people were living in the same Israel, same city, same provinces of Israel, right? And I'm sure they met, and because Jesus was really radical and the healings were so amazing, I'm sure that they met one another, which I love because it really, I don't know, puts into perspective the healings, the effect of Jesus on the people he heals, which is amazing again. Because when we read the Bible, right, of course, please, I love the Bible, but after that, like, because everything happens so fast, like after one healing after another, healing after another, and sometimes we can't breathe because, wow, amazing things are happening. But I love it that the series The Chosen is showing us this. The interactions, yeah, what happens to the healings, to the healed people after. Amazing. I mean, this person, Tamar, and then the other one, the one who was healed, were from season 1, and now we are seeing them again here, which makes sense. I think it makes sense. So again, thank you, The Chosen. There. Oh my gosh, I think the Sermon on the Mount is gonna be on episode 8. It's a cliffhanger. I hope they don't end with a cliffhanger, but I think they do. I think they will.
I'm very happy. I'm glad, Matthew. Just talk. What is wonderful? Yes.
No.
Romans.
I don't know why I'm crying. I think why I'm crying is because yeah, I think, like, especially you and I, that we haven't seen Jesus. If we were to see Jesus and interact with him like they did, and he gets arrested like this, I think we would also be so worried, right? And I think what triggered the emotion was when Matthew said, "I'm so happy," because yeah, we would be so happy to see a beloved friend go back from something like that, right? Because the worst could have happened. The worst could have happened, but yeah. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
I don't find. We want to be sure to first start with acknowledging our Father in heaven and His greatness. So you can say, Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. And we always want to be sure to do God's will and not our own. So we say,
Oh my gosh, he's teaching them their Father.
Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And just as we ask.
Pause, sorry. I truly believe that the same Jesus, the Jesus we encounter right now in our prayers, in our own lives, is the same Jesus that is being portrayed here. He's the same. He hasn't changed. But I'm sure you know what I mean when you can just imagine Jesus himself trying to explain the Our Father to you. Yeah. That was big. I'm sorry. Comment below if you also cried. If you love God, please comment below.
Matthew.
My gosh, no. No. That last scene, amazing. I don't know if you got it, guys. This is the last part of my reaction, but I believe that God is a God who wants to partner with us, and I love it that he went to Matthew to organize his thoughts for the Sermon on the Mount. I mean, that's amazing. That is amazing. And yeah, if you, I mean, it's plausible because if you also read Matthew, it is really organized and the details are there. So yeah, I mean, as a preacher, I'm a preacher. I would like to humbly say that I need all the help I can get to organize my thoughts, and that's why I'm studying and learning. But yeah, I hope that last scene, the time, what's that? Let me review.
It must be tonight.
It must be tonight.
The time has come.
The time has come. The time has come. So what I'm trying to say is, you may feel like you're a nobody, or your skills are not put to good use, but once God calls you, he's gonna ask you to cooperate with him, and he's gonna need your help to do something. Of course, he's God. I mean, he doesn't need our help, right? But he chooses to work with us. That's what I'm trying to say. So whatever it is, whatever skills you have, whatever knowledge you have, God is gonna use that to work with you to bless a lot of people. All right, there, it's done. Amazing. Woo! Let's end the recording now. End. Yep. Wow, that was an amazing episode. I cried twice. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you like this review, or no, if you like this reaction, please comment below. What is your reaction as well? If you are a Christian, yeah, what's your reaction? If you're a Catholic, what Catholic details did you see there? I saw Mary with the organization, and as a mother, I'd like to believe that is plausible, and I believe as a Catholic, I believe Mary was still part serving in whatever way that she can, because she knows her son. She knows that her son is a Messiah. It was announced by Gabriel, right? Gabriel, when in the Annunciation, when all of this started. But yeah, if you are a new Catholic, because some of you message me or comment in the comment section that you're a new Catholic, you're new to the church, welcome, and we embrace you. And thank you for making the decision to follow Christ as a Catholic. And yeah, whatever it is that you see here, whatever comments, please, no bashing, no negative comments, just comments to improve or maybe to add to what I did here, I did to react. So yeah, I pray for you. I pray that your relationship with Christ, who is being shown here, represented here in the Chosen, will also improve. And I pray that one day you'll be able, you would be able, we would be able to see God, see Christ face to face. See you on the next episode reaction. Bye bye.